Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
Okay.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello everybody, and welcome back to another RC Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. I'm your host with the most, Ranger J 1999, welcoming you into this hump day activity as we do every Wednesday for the last almost 5 years. Good Lord, what is wrong with us? 5 years. 5 years, we'll never get back playing this game, talking about this game, sleeping, thinking of this game, eating and playing this game and other activities. But welcome to the Wednesday night show where we break down the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. Glad to have you guys here. Again, I'm Ranger J 1999, welcoming you guys in. Get your ass in here. The water's fine. There's nothing wrong here. And we lost Loki. We did lose Loki. Loki is fired. Okay, so we lost Loki. But that doesn't mean anything because, well, first of all, let me introduce the crew. Hopefully Loki gets his monkey butt in here. We also have the GAC Whisperer with us. The one and only Thane Kyrell is with me today. And Thane does not know how to hit the mute button. Wow. Okay, so we're 0 for 2 from the crew being able to know how technology works and how to hit the unmute button. Fantastic. Great. Well, I guess it's just going to be me and Loki when he gets his ass in here and figures out how to use technology. But it is my deepest honor to welcome.
What's up?
Okay, now you want to say something. Right in the middle while I'm introducing Crumb, man. What is wrong with you?
Hey, yes. I don't know.
You...
Proceed.
Thanks, Thane. Well, I'm so glad I got your approval. Well, let's just move on with the show, shall we? But it's my honor to introduce the one, the only, Salacious B. Crumb, a.k.a. Minnie Crumb. Crumb, what is going on, my friend?
Technology is very hard.
Yeah, you know, hitting the button is hard work.
I try. I mean, look, we hit a lot of buttons here. We've got this one laptop. You know, we hit it too hard, then it's broken, you know.
Yeah, what happens if the laptop breaks down? I mean, do you guys not get paid or...
it's over. The game. That's it. The game closes down. That one laptop goes away.
Yeah,
it's got everything on it. Runs the servers.
Well, let's not tell people that because some people are like, oh, trade secrets, hey? Let me just see if we can find out. Yeah.
Spoiler alert: the servers are not on that one laptop.
Oh damn! But welcome to the show, guys. We have, of course, the wonderful Crumb who is here because we have a couple things we want to talk about. One is the new Kenobi and the requirements and stuff, and Crumb was very kind enough with his busy schedule to come hang out with us for a little bit. If you have any questions about that, you're more than welcome to ask questions. Get those in now. We'll have a little bit of a Q&A here. He's not here for the entire show, guys, so if you want to ask a question, it behooves you get your question in now sooner rather than later. And you can see the format. Make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement. Let me get through the rest of the mechanisms. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comments. This is what we do on YouTube. If you'd like to donate, you can. Become Patreon sponsor, yada, yada, yada. That's all the RSG BS. All right, now, what's really important, and I'm going to get into this right now, is our Crumb and mine and Crumb's week has been kind of turned upside on its head. because we know what's going on with Minnie. I've got the post up right now that Chrome was kind enough to let me put up there, let everybody know what's going on. If you really want to get all the details about what's happening, you can go to the forums, check out the post. It says update on Minnie and what is being done. You guys don't know, and by this point, most of you do know, Minnie is a 14-year-old kid that is fighting the fight against cancer, and it's not looking too good. If you saw the original post, which both me and Crumb both did on Monday, it's kind of heartbreaking. His birthday, as the post said, his birthday's on the 20th, and the family doesn't think he's going to make it till then. So we've gone into action to try to do everything we can for this kid, to let him know that he's loved, he's supported, the community's behind him. And so, first of all, let's talk about what we've done with Crumb. I reached out to Crumb immediately. This is what makes Crumb so great. Reached out to Crumb, said, hey, can you change your name? And then he said, well, what can we do? And then I got him in touch with the family, and then, CG's been doing their thing, and we've had some ideas. Crumb will also be with us on Saturday for a little bit for the charity stream. We'll get into what you guys have done with the charity stuff here in a minute, but which is unbelievable. And the damn number keeps just rising and rising and rising. I'll give you the new number here in a second. But Crumb will be with us on Saturday now. Saturday, we are having an extended Jedi Academy. I mean, a buttload of content creators. Crumb will be there. We were going to be trying to raise even more money for the family. The family told us that they wanted it, if we did do a charity, that it goes to the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So me and Kate came up with that. Kate had an idea. I said, well, let's do the charity stream. Let's create a charity. And then, shout out to the Bounty Honeys for creating the Tiltify, because that's too much. I couldn't handle all that at once. So I say, hey, you guys do that. I'll take care of the stream and stuff. Me and Crumb will also be doing a stream tomorrow as well. I don't know what channel that's going to be on. I'll find out more about that and let you guys know. I just know that Cubs wanted to say that.
I assume he's streaming it on his Twitch channel.
I'm assuming that's it. He didn't say whose channel was going to be on. He just says they're doing they're doing a charity stream tomorrow night as well. So more details once I figure out what the hell Cubs talking about. But tomorrow night I will be doing that as well. Of course, I was on more stream today, and other streams I've been pimping all this stuff. If you would like to donate, you can go to the forum post. I've got the Tiltify link there. I will post it in the chat right now. If you would like to donate and support the family in this is what they requested. And I just got an update in Discord. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to read this right now. I might get emotional. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to ignore that for right now because I can't look at this. All right, I don't want to look at that. All right, but if you want to support the family's wishes, you can go to the Tiltify campaign. There'll be a charity stream tomorrow night. I'll be there. I think you're going there too, Crumbs. That's confirmed. I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah, I believe I'm going to be there. I have to look into the details, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there.
Okay, and then Saturday he'll be here with us for the Jedi.
Saturday for sure I'll be here.
Right. So let's look at the Tiltify real quick, guys, because you guys are unreal. Our new number, $6,647.71, and still growing.
That's amazing.
As people keep donating, and we haven't even streamed yet. I have to get with the Bounty Hunters tomorrow because we got to set up all the, because Heinze and Grid and all the other content creators are coming together to give stuff to auction off Saturday. So we got to get that coordinated. On top of that, I know Crumb did, I did, a bunch of us did. Everybody in the GA Center, which is where all the content creators, competitors for GAC, did videos. And for a lot of us, it was really hard to do. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard to say what we did, but we did what we had to do for this kid. So I mean, Crumb, anything else on that front that you want to talk about with this? It's kind of just it's been a whirlwind, man. I've just been
I'm worried my video makes me sound like I'm a robot now that you've seen it, because I'm just like staring dead at the camera, trying to not to get emotional.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, it's been amazing to see the community rally around this. Donating money into St. Jude's Hospital is an amazing thing that's going to impact so many people's lives. I think that's just, I'm just really proud of Minnie, how he's managed to just really activate so many people around him. He's got a great heart. he's always thinking about the people around him, his guildmates, his friends, his family. And I think that's what shows like why it's touched so many people and why this has become such a big deal. So, the gaming community can be an awesome place. It can be a toxic, angry place sometimes, but when push comes to shove, I think people put aside their grievances and go, no, this is something that we care about. We've got to do the right thing here. And that's amazing to see.
Yeah, it's really incredible. So if you guys want to support the Tiltify, the link, I just put it in there. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so the Tiltify is up. Remember, spread the word. The other thing that you can do, and everybody's done it, Crumb's done it, Doja's done it, I've done it, Loki's done it. We've all changed our name to Minnie. I got to ask Crumb, because I've just been getting bombarded by this question. Is CG considering matching something we do with crystals or anything like that? I know that's something you guys are talking about. If you don't have anything to put out there, but it's been just that it's been acknowledged, so I can just tell people it's been acknowledged.
Yes. Okay. So I've had multiple calls with the team. I just literally right before this, I got off a call with our GM, who was very awesome and very, very supportive of this whole thing. Our senior producer as well, talking about what options we have, what things we want to do, and we're exploring what we can. There's definitely some limitations we have, but we want to be as understanding as we can here, knowing this is a special situation.
Yeah, it is a special situation, and I just want to say thank you to the community. I mean, everybody stepped up. I mean, the amount of people, I think last count, how did a mosquito get in here? Oh, I'm going to kill someone. Last count, they're keeping a file of everybody that's sending in screenshots that have changed their name to Minnie. We've been doing that. I know Jedi Master Dash and some other people are keeping track of that in a file. It's like 5,500 names, just screenshots of people that have changed their name and sent that in. So keep doing that. Keep sending that stuff in. Go to the Tiltify campaign, and I will say, please, when you donate, if you want to leave a message, please do. Cancer, F cancer. I always say it because cancer is BS, and we're gamers for cancer. We raise money for the ACS every year, American Cancer Society. This is why this one hit me pretty hard. So I always say it's rough when you see someone you love get cancer. It's a scary time, and it's a scary thing, and it's a scary proposition. It's getting better out there. Unfortunately, this kind of hits home that we're not there yet, and it's really hard when you see kids dealing with this stuff. I mean, this kid is only 14 years old. And if I could trade places with him, I would gladly and immediately trade places so that he could live a fulfilled life, because I've had a good one. I've had a good run. I don't mind. If I could do that, I would. I know Chrome would. I know a lot of you would. Keep your thoughts and prayers out there. You can post on the forums. You can keep doing the Tiltify. And if you want to help in any way, message me in Discord. We are limited to what we can do, but if you want to offer your services in any form, shape, or, if you think of something, let us know and we'll rock and roll. But again, thank you to the community. It's just been amazing, the response. All the people that have changed their name to Minnie in the game has been crazy. I don't even know all the people at CG that did. We just see you, Crumb, and Doja, but I know there's a lot of other people at CG that have.
It has touched many people inside the studio. I mean, I've got messages like all throughout yesterday and in today of people being like, hey, what are we doing about this? Hey, just not from I don't know, the leadership team, but including them, but just an engineer who's just saw this on Reddit the other day and just what's going on here? How can I help? Here's the technical know-how, what I can do to assist. And so it's been amazing from all sides. I see someone in chat asking, where do we send the screenshots of our name? There's a thread on Reddit that's got the Google Drive link in there. I don't have that on hand. But,
I put it in their general chat. If you scroll up, you have to go find it again, but I did put it in there.
Okay, it's in the general chat then. Yeah, check that out.
In our general Discord, if you go scroll back up, I put it in there. Or just message Jedi Master Dastra, and she has it, and she can get it to you in the Discord, in the RSG Discord, because she's keeping track of that stuff. I think Kate maybe is. I want to say she's doing it too. So is Geek Girl. All the bounty honeys have been very much involved with that. So if you want to do that, then please do. All right. We're going to stay positive for Minnie. Minnie, if you're watching this, know that we're doing everything we can to support you, buddy. Just stay strong, man. I'm hoping for a miracle, but we'll hope for the best, but plan for the worst. But I hope he makes a full recovery. I hope that all this makes a difference, but, we'll just keep doing what we can do, and that's all you can ask anybody to do. All right. that being said, we'll keep you posted on all that stuff. And if you want to check the forums real quick, I've made a post. Chrome was nice enough to pin it for us. All the information's in there for the streams and things of that nature. And you can see that even the latest update from the family, from Santa, his grandfather. So yeah. All right. That being said, we got to get into the Kenobi stuff. I mean, this is really what I talked to Chrome a while ago about doing this, and so I was like, can we talk about the requirements for Kenobi and everything? Before we do that, hi Loki, and you're muted. Your mic's not working. Look at that look.
How about now?
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, there he is.
Freaking cam won't working. Nothing's working.
I
Today,
know.
man.
You know, the first thing Chrome asked me when he came out, he was like, "How did Loki do in that tournament, that Magic tournament?" I'm like, "I did pretty well. Yeah, on a train."
Which one? The Arizona one?
Yeah, Arizona.
Wait, you got the one coming up this weekend. You said, right, or was it last weekend?
There's one in Vegas. Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah,
to that
Vegas
one
coming up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. I won the one in Arizona. It was we played Magic on a steam engine train in Clarkdale, Arizona.
Whoa, that's cool.
Pretty epic, yeah.
Is this
yeah.
the one where you Shahrazaded someone?
I went to 3 sub games on somebody, yeah.
Oh,
They got upset.
You're a terrible human being.
So for those of you in the chat that don't know, there is a card in Magic that allows you to play another game of Magic. So you put the game you're currently in off to the side, and then you play another game with the remaining cards in your deck. And then if I cast it again, then you put it to a side and you play another game. So I've gone 3 games deep with somebody, and they were just
Did they punch you in the face?
furious with me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was. But long story short, yeah, I took it down, and it was fun, man. It was definitely an experience. Yeah.
Congrats.
All right.
Thank you.
Now we got Loki here. We got GC Whisper here. I'm here. Everybody's in chat. You getting your questions in. Oh, Mort's in chat. Shop S Mort. All right. Let's talk about Kenobi, man. First of all, we're going to talk about the last round of requirements. I'm going to pull it up here on the forum post. Well, we can go to the content update because we just had the content update, so it's right there. We got the Soka shards. You guys got that real quick. 5 Soka shards.
That's out.
Yeah, that's out, so that's good. All right, let's talk about the Kenobi requirements. I got to say, man, I think they were fair. It was balanced. I was actually shocked. It makes sense. I wanted to get your guys' perspective of what you guys were thinking with, we've had 4 GLs, right? And what were you guys thinking about requirements when you're coming into this one, including the Relic 8s, what kind of level of the relics you guys wanted to do, the characters that you wanted to include in this, what was the general thinking and consensus of like how you guys came to these 14 characters and of course the negotiator of the ship?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple ways we think about this, and I'll say like most of these are loose rules. I won't say these are like hard and fast, but generally there's like 3 or 4 different categories which like the characters will fall into. A lot of the times we have the characters that are part of like that specific character's journey, right? So you have like Anakin goes into Anakin, Kenobi goes into Kenobi, like in General Kenobi goes into Jedi Master Kenobi and all that kind of stuff, right? So oftentimes we'll pick characters based on like that this is the evolution, this will be in the event itself, so it kind of makes sense to have them in there. We also have characters that are part of that story as well, like in that moment, like that are around them. So you can see some of the characters that are from these requirements, but also from, like Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's, like, requirements with like Hux and things, like they were part of that story and whatnot. So they make sense to sort of include them. Sort of third category I'd say is like just generally thematic from that era of like stuff that's going on. So like, sure, like maybe he didn't interact with like a First Order stormtrooper necessarily, but they were around, they're part of the First Order, it all makes kind of sense. Same thing with like Kenobi and someone like Shaak Ti. Like there's Shaak Ti doesn't necessarily interact with Kenobi directly, but she's part of that whole fight. She was in a lot of the same conflicts, and so she kind of makes sense thematically. And then sort of the last category is like just the game part, right? Like this is a game, so there are characters that we include just because they make sense from a game standpoint. And in general, we're trying to make sure that all of these requirements are not too different given the time and place that we're releasing them, right? So, you know, 6, 8, 10 months ago when we released Rey, people's rosters were at a very different spot. And, you know, these characters are intended to be the end game characters for a lot of people's rosters, right? This is not something you get, you know, 10, 20 minutes into playing Galaxy Heroes. This is something you've invested your time into, and you've actually played this game for a substantial amount of time in order to get to this point. So we try and make it so that these characters sort of line up with like about the same amount of effort as it was when you started off on the last set of GLs. So that's why, you know, we have Relic 8 now. Well, if we did it Relic like 6 and 7 like we did before, people have already achieved that because, you know, 6, 8 months have passed since then. So it makes more sense to make sure that the road is about the same for anyone who's jumping onto them now.
Now
that's sort of the general idea. I mean, again, those are all loose rules. Those are not things we like always stick hard to, but you know, when we're thinking about it, that's the kind of like general kind of areas we're looking at.
Crumb, you guys are incredible over at CJ. I just got some screenshots of some of the stuff you guys have done. You guys are amazing.
For which ones?
For Minnie.
Oh, you know, we're trying. We're doing what we can.
I just saw that and I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. And that mosquito bit me in the back of the head. I know because I just smashed him and I got blood all over my fingers. God damn little! I knew he was going to bite me. And I'm going to get a lump at the size of the back of my head. Turd munch. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting screenshots of this. I'm like, you guys are awesome. Now, when it came to Relic 8. What was the final call on that? Because that's a hard piece of gear to get through. There's only very limited. So what were your guys thinking about who's going to get Relic 8 and how many you're going to do? And what was that based off of?
Yeah, as I said, like we try and make them about like, you know, commensurate with other GLs, given where people are in the game now versus, you know, 6, 8, 10 months ago. You know, we think long and hard about like who makes sense here. You know, if you put in like Relic 8 Cup, you know, like, well, that's going to be pretty painful for folks. Whereas, you know, someone like Grandmaster Yoda, you know, people have already invested in him. He's a great character. He's useful for a lot of teams. People who've been playing this game for a while have definitely have that guy reliced up already. And so, you know, we look at like what people have and what people are in the, you know, what's in people's rosters that potentially could go for it and try and make some sense around that. You know, it's you know, and because it is also a game, and so we need to make sure that we're not just like pushing people too hard or making these so easy that like, well, if if Kenobi is so much easier, then there's no reason to go for another GL, right? Like, so we have to try and we have to write a fine line of like making it about the right level of difficulty. Trying not to be complete assholes.
Yeah, that's my job. All right, Loki, you want to talk about the kit with your magic buddy Crumb there?
I mean, honestly, I mean, you guys
AKA
dropped
not
the
Magic the Gathering stuff.
So I'm going to start no. No, I mean, you guys dropped the kit yesterday. I mean, I'm still trying to absorb it. It's a pretty extensive kit. It's different enough to where we haven't seen this kind of thing yet, I guess. You know, what was the
That was the philosophy behind it.
Without going through, I mean, I don't need to go through each ability, but I mean, what was the motivation or what was the, I mean, you guys made him an attacker, but the guy heals like crazy. Was there any, you know, obviously, you know, there's influence from the cartoon, there's influences from episode 3, but what was the ultimate, I guess, you know, motivation of designing this kit and then making him an attacker, you know, or something along those lines, you know, that you can share?
Yeah. I mean, you know, like there's so many factors going into creating a Galactic Legend, right? Like which faction is it going to boost? What does that faction need? Obviously, like we know that Galactic Republic like protection up, right? That's like a synergy that a lot of those characters have. So we knew that like we wanted to include something around protection and making sure that it was valuable to him. But we also like knew that like you need a solid damage dealer on that team, and if you're going to, you know, pull out other characters that are like General Skywalker or whatever, there's like some really good powerhouses on that team, but sometimes they lack some of the sustain to go through something like territory battles. You know, we wanted it to be definitely a character that people could bring into like GOTB. So we wanted it to be a Jedi, obviously. We wanted it to be a Galactic Republic character so that people could, you know, push through some of those waves. And I think he's going to be incredibly effective at holding the team together and punching through all those waves that you got to get through. Also we wanted to like pay homage to a lot of like the fun memes and stuff that are out there, right? Like you see a lot of that in this kit of like the hello there's, the high grounds, all that stuff.
You have done this yourself, Anakin.
Can't wait for you guys to see the event itself because there's a lot of fun stuff in there.
I'm going to be voicing that like crazy, man. Are you kidding me? I do that all the time.
There's so many good details in the actual event itself. So it's gonna be really, really cool. I think there's from the kit itself. Like I can't speak too in depth to it because I'm not the designer of it, but I can say that
sure.
He's kind of a Swiss Army knife. He does a lot of different things as you mentioned. There's a way that like if you have to read through all of his abilities, I think we call this out in the Devon side specifically. There's like 3 or 4 ways in which he is going to assist out of turn all the time. And once he gets that high ground buff, he's dealing more damage. He's got a bunch of 100% counter chance. But then every time like a Galactic Republic ally like is using an ability, they're calling him to assist, and then that's also healing the team. So it's like it's doing a lot basically every single turn. And also the Galactic Republics, they have units that can call assists in general besides Kenobi's kit helping them do that. So it should be a pretty brutal team. I think especially when you combine it with Commander Ahsoka,
her kit's ridiculous. You guys,
well, now you can like get her off cooldown immediately with Force Leap, so you can like get that really fast into the battle as opposed to waiting for all those turns. Granted, you can reduce it and stuff over time, but it makes it a lot easier to go off quickly and then start charging up itself. So I think that squad is going to be a very, very strong squad in Galaxy Heroes for quite some time.
So let me ask you this too, because the other question that it's been posed and kind of debated about is how balanced is he with the other 4 Galactic Legends, and how much do you guys take that into consideration? Because right now it's kind of a paper rock scissors. C can beat this, but Kylo can beat C, but then Jedi Master can beat Kylo, and then that kind of where it's at right now with the balance. It's been pretty much the most balanced it's ever been. That being said, where does Kenobi, does he completely destroy that balance, and is that something you guys are really paying attention to, and with your testing of him so far?
Oh, for sure. We for sure pay attention to all of that. I think Kenobi by himself, I think he fits pretty well in line with the rest of them. I don't think he's going to break that too hard. Though I think like with Commander Ahsoka Tano and so like the right squads and stuff, like I bet players are going to be able to do some crazy stuff with him. I think like every time we test a character, we always like tune it like 10-15% back from where we think it should be, because we know the players are so good at like manipulating these kits and making sure the right combination happens that they're going to push it that extra bit. So I would expect that he's definitely going to be like one of the top of the powerhouse, but I think he's still going to there's still going to be ways to deal with him. Like he's not going to be unbeatable. For sure. I think there's definitely ways you can, counter him specifically, and there's some squads that'll show up that'll be helpful, like if you're going against him in GAC or in Arena or wherever. But that said, I think he is going to be pretty strong. I think he's definitely going to mess up some of those other older Galactic Legends. But as you said, there's kind of like a good balance between who can beat who, and so we'll have to see how that all plays out. We have our ideas, and we think that's going to be, what we think it's going to be, but we'll have to see.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get to a few questions because I know your time is limited there, Crumb. I don't know how much time we have.
Yeah, I've got to run it a little bit here, but we'll try and get through as many questions as we can.
Yep, we'll do a few questions and then we'll take the rest of this stuff here. I got to ask one thing while I'm loading up the questions with the stupid Nightbot. It was fighting me at the moment. You made that statement that a shipload of content coming. I have put my ass on the line when I said earlier this year I thought this was going to be the year of the ship. You don't have to confirm any new ships or anything like that coming out, but did I mess up? Just say yes or no. Did I mess up? Are we getting more ship content? Possibly, maybe. Or am I just going to look stupid for my one prediction that was wrong?
Always uncertain the future is.
That is why you're fail, Ranger. All right. Damn it. I'm going to be left in limbo. All right, let's get to some questions, and then we'll let Crumb go do his thing because he's busy, and so am I. So we got to get through this. So, all right, Nightbot's finally coming up for me. Let me get to the first question. Let me kind of skim through these first, because you may have already answered some of this.
Hey, Crumb, I got one question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, while I'm doing this real quick.
You don't have to answer it, but guildmates in my Discord right now, I announce, I'm giving them some of the statuses and stuff like that on Minnie. This is going back to Minnie, by the way, but any consideration by CG just giving Minnie or Minnie's grandpa a Jedi Master Kenobi unlock just for the hell of it? You don't have to answer it now, but it'd be kind of fun.
I already mentioned this a while ago, but this is after Crumbs wants to answer this.
I mean, yeah, we're looking at what we can do here. Kenobi's not out yet, so he's obviously not in the client. So, but it's potentially something we look into when Kenobi's released and see how things are going.
Do you want to see? Can you see what you guys have done? Because I know you guys have done some stuff already. I don't know if you guys wanted to say anything about that, or.
I mean, I don't know if I want to bring up any specifics. If you have anything you want to share, feel free.
I'm just looking at this inbox of stuff that I think just got sent to him. My goodness gracious, I can't even. It just says customer support, and there's something of character shards and crystals, and it's amazing. It's like. This is unbelievable, man. You guys sent them like Mon Mothma and
well, he was short on a few shards of a couple characters, so we wanted to make sure we gave him a couple things to make sure he finished those off.
That's incredible, man. Yeah, I wanted to share that because that's unreal, man. Now the other stuff I know is up in the air, so I won't say anything about that. But I did want to say that because this is just a who's who list of just crystals and Chewbacca and Gideon.
He loves Chewbacca. He didn't have Chewbacca finish off. So,
God bless him. You guys are incredible. God, that is so unreal. So that's great. All right. First question, Buzzsaw question. Why were there more enemies in the prerequisites for Kenobi than what we saw with other GLs? And why not Maul? I would argue that Maul and Kenobi story arc have them as mortal enemies. Can I try to answer that? And you can tell me if I'm an idiot.
Yeah, go for it.
He was already prerequisite, and it just didn't fit what you guys are doing. How close am I to being an idiot?
No, I think that's up there. I mean, Maul already. We used the Darth Maul character previously. I think there's a reason we don't want to have too much overlap with these, though we don't mind it occasionally. Again, these are all kind of soft rules, but I think this part of the story, Maul is really not as huge of an influence as we talk about in season 7 of Clone Wars and that kind of stuff, right? Where they flesh out a lot more of the history around Maul, which is really cool. And then of course the stuff in Rebels where they finally get to face off and stuff like that. There's so many good moments there. But because the area we were focusing on was the Revenge of the Sith, episode 3, that kind of era of stuff. That's where we pulled a lot of inspiration from. So I think hindsight now, knowing the scale of all the stuff that comes around it later, then yeah, of course, Maul makes sense. But yeah, I think in given what we had right now, we didn't include him for the moment.
All right. What else in 3 question? I'm not asking this question. What else in 3? Shame on you. I'm going to read this. We'll just skip it just so you can hear what he says. He says, thanks for doing what you do. He did want to say that.
Awesome.
Since you're getting all lore happy, does that mean we'll need Quinlan Voss and Galactic Lord Vader? Really? What else? 73? Shame on you. Get out of here. Buzzsaw says, was Crumb aware that Archie also runs on a single laptop? Yeah, we got that in common. Yeah.
I've seen it. It's a beautiful laptop.
Yeah, we don't actually. I have a PC and a laptop and 4 screens, but that's fine. I mean, technically it's correct. I only have the one laptop, but then there's the other stuff. So there we go. What else? 73. Is this because of Rambam? Will High Ground Kenobi finally make Mace great? I don't know. Ask Rambam. That's not a Crumb question. Get out of here.
There's no rework planned for Mace right now. I'm sorry. I know that's not what people want to hear.
Thank you, Rambam. Suck it. All right. Obito says, question, does understanding the kit require a PhD degree? I don't think so. I mean, I kind of got the gist of what he does. It's complicated, but I kind of get the gist. Is the mechanics, the call and assist, to get the mastery is kind of what I got from it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of words in it for sure. And there's that one bit about losing taunt. If you don't have taunt, which makes no sense at all unless you understand how the battle system actually works. I think again, we talked about this in the dev insights where, technically the taunt can be given multiple times, even though you only see that one icon, right? And so, General Kenobi is an easy example. 3 people get crit of his allies. He has 3 one-turn taunts on him, but you don't see that. And so the way we had to phrase it in there is so it doesn't make an infinite loop of a billion taunts that like doesn't make any sense why you keep still having taunt even though you've just removed a taunt. And so that's why it's worded that way. But in general, I think the kit is relatively straightforward of what it does. I think once you read through it and you see how the different abilities interact, it's all he attacks, he taunts all the time, he heals his buddies, you know, he hands out mastery. And then he does his ultimate for the high ground. You occasionally want to save that for when he gets to 100% if you can. But if he's, you know, it triggers off of his allies in a lot of cases, right? Because he's being called to assist is when the power happens. And so if you're going to lose like most of your squad by the time you're ultimate, then he's not going to be that good, right? So he's not like Kylo, which is just like throw your dudes under the bus, get out of here. Kylo's the name of the game. He's the big show here. It's very different from that kit.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
all right. Yeah, Rambam's tears are delicious in chat right now. I just want to throw that out there.
Sorry, Rambam.
LC question for Crumb: in order to keep GLs end game, will new GLs eventually be more will they be more powerful than older GLs? Good question.
I mean, I think, you know, like the game is going to evolve over time. I don't know where it's going to take us in the future. I think like there's always a kind of like opening of the meta and then a closing and an opening and back and forth. Like that's kind of been the history of this game, is that we've broadened the rock, paper, scissors, then closed it back down. So I think that will continue potentially into the future. But that being said, we're looking at like other ways in which we can, you know, build out the progression system that is not just like, hey, here's more characters, right? Because it's like, you know, the game has evolved so much since those first days when we released, right? Where it's like we would release just like one-off characters, and then we finally realized like, wait, no, it's got to be squads. Like squads is what makes this game work, and so we started releasing characters as part like groups of 5, and then we're like, okay, well, this got to lead to something, so we started doing like, you know, like legendary events and things like that, heroes journeys, and now it's like, okay, well, those things are kind of all feed up into these great Galactic Legends events. So that like, can we add another tier above Galactic Legends? Probably not. I mean, not it's going to be difficult to do so.
What would you call it? Super duper extra sauce special Galactic Legend? I don't know.
So there
Galactic
has to
Saviors, man.
Galactic Saviors. Oh my God. Get out of here.
Galactic Savior Ben Solo.
Get the hell out of here.
So I don't know. Like the game's going to keep evolving. We're going to keep figuring out what works for this. Like this game still has a long tail to it. Like we're definitely not done with it. So how do we navigate that in the future and make that like valuable? Is definitely something we're constantly thinking about. So I wouldn't say that like there's like Galactic Legends are ever going to be not useful in this game, because I definitely think they're always going to have a place in some part of this. And I think the value is like getting more Galactic Legends now, right? Like you get 1 or 2, cool. Now you can use that in Grand Arena on offense or defense. But now if you have like 4 of them, like that's a pretty powerful tool in your tool belt when you're going up against someone. So just trying to keep those battles interesting and making sure there's fun matchups all the time is our goal, obviously. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I answered your question very well, and I babbled for a bit there, so I apologize.
No,
but
actually you did. It was pretty good. All right, Buzz.
Wait, I have a question.
How dare you be quiet and just jump in here like? Okay, go ahead.
So with all that being said, are Galactic Legends always going to be Force users?
I don't know. Could be. Is the answer to that one. Like maybe.
Because like we always hear people like, this is not what I want, but I always hear people talk about like bounty hunters, scoundrel leaders, like you know, Jabba the Hutt kind of a thing. So, you know, as of right now, we've only had, you know, Force users as GL. So I just kind of, you know, thinking into the future, like what could come, like, you know, that's an interesting avenue that I know people have been talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got still a good pool of like Force using Galactic Legends still in the hopper there. But you know, in the future, who knows? Like, I wouldn't rule it out as an option. There's definitely possibilities. There are lots of legendary characters in the Star Wars universe who are not Force users. Plenty of those. So it's definitely a possibility. We don't think we have any plans for that right at this moment, though. I'll say.
If you look at what BioWare did with their 8 classes, each of those were legendary. I guess you were the legendary person, but then, you know, the Cypher 9 and the Special Forces and, you know, the Great Mandalore, the Hunt and stuff like that. So there's tons of stuff they can do. So
can't wait for the Eternal Twins then.
Get the hell out of here. Those are Force users. Buzzsaw, what are your thoughts about the current state of squad and ship arena?
Yeah, we talked about this a couple times,
did, yeah.
right? Like it definitely, we need to breathe some more life into it at some point. I don't know if we have any plans for that in the near term, but you know, it's something we definitely we're aware of and we're talking about constantly about like where does that fit into stuff. I mean, right now, so we're focused on Kenobi and making sure that all works out, but you know, it's definitely something that's where we're looking at.
Okay, Buzzsaw already asked that question. Van Seal says, "Bounty Hunter Galactic Legend, please." Yes, we know he did. The question was asked. Van Seal, Bounty Hunter Whisperer. I understand. P. Dow says, "Where's Jabba?" He died.
Yeah, he got choked out.
He
and
is
then
no
blowed up.
more. He has ceased to be. God damn it. Gundam says, Crumb, is there any possibility the Eternal Twins are coming to the game?
I saw that question. I was wondering if you're going to get to it.
I have to, but just he's not, even if they were, he's not going to say it. So
yeah, I can't talk about upcoming
well,
characters.
In 3
but
months, Ranger, they'll be right here for you.
Yeah, I have no new announcements on characters in general here, and I don't know. I mean, they're cool characters. I like them. I like them a bit. I think they are actually they do some weird, crazy stuff in Rebels with the whole like time traveling things and things like that. That would be weird,
Sure,
but yeah, I don't think we have any plans for them right now. But again, no major announcements today.
Yeah, we'd have to get the whole Eternal Throne. Oh god, we have to get all those characters in. Kashmir says, "Question: how do you think Jedi Master Kenobi will fare in the Rancor raid?" Oh, I know. You know, testing. Do you guys test for all the possibilities in the game, or do you kind of stay focused? Have you looked at the Rancor raid and how he will do in there? Because you know people are going to get him and how he's going to use them and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the goal, we always try to think about characters like where they're useful, what's going to be their like shining space in the game, and what other places they could work. I think like we definitely wanted, we talked about territory battles and GOTB specifically, something we wanted to focus on. But he is a very strong character, so. And in like our beta group, like we test with the players a whole bunch of different scenarios. They hop into. Challenge tier Rancor, into territory battles, into arena, into grand arena, all that stuff. So there's definitely a chance that he could do very well there. I don't think it wasn't our goal to make him an amazing character in challenge tier Rancor, but I think he'll do well there.
Let's see here. We'll do a few more because I know you got to get out of here, Crumb. What else in 3 question? Well, no, Hunter. What is your question here? He says, "Are we going to stick to Return the Revenge of the Sith the next GL, or is that still unsure?" He can't answer that question. Come on, man. He's not going to. Stop it.
You have to find out soon.
You'll have to wait. Next. See, I like what you did there, Chrome. 173, it says, in testing, was there a consistency of GL Kenobi being beaten by other GLs? Not asking who, just is there a rock, paper, scissors still with him with the other GLs? Yeah, I think we kind of talked about this before about... Yeah,
we mentioned that a little bit. I think, like, Kenobi by himself, I think he fits into that fairly well. I think there's definitely counters to him, and I think, as we said, like, we expect the players to come up with some crazy ideas of how to counter him as well, and I bet there'll be some teams that will do well against him. And like I said, that like I think with Commander Ahsoka Tano, I think he's going to be a very strong team to deal with, though, and I think you're going to have to try and figure out how you beat him on like Grand Arena or whatever, very very specifically.
Okay, 1, 2, maybe 3 more questions here. Sorry, guys, Kremlin has a limited bit of time, so I know you guys want to ask a buttload of questions, but there's only so much time. Kim McDonald, hey, our good friend, our Canadian friend up there in the frozen Canada of Canada, says, question, can you add a notification when someone is battling you in GAC? It's super fun watching your opponents battle you. Thanks, love your game. That'd be kind of cool, I think.
Yeah, I'll definitely write that down as a quality of life ask. So definitely.
Oh, I like that one.
It's a cool idea, I'll say.
Yeah. Vincent, question. Okay, serious question. Is it possible we can get a quality of life update to show the exact percentage of TM or HP a character currently has? We've been eyeballing it for a while now.
A while.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's possible to put an actual number to where the way you guys have the over the head, where you see their health, protection, turn meter. That'd be kind of... That'd be a lot.
I think there's some mechanical reasons why we couldn't do that. I'd have to talk to an engineer about what the details are there. But if I remember correctly, there's some very specific mechanical issues with doing that. But I'll throw it on the list here. I got my sheet here. I'll write it down.
There you go. See the sheet of crumb. Atomic Robot question: would it be possible for you to inquire whether we can receive weekly updates / communications within game? Something like in-game account mailbox would be a great tool, in my opinion.
What kind of updates are they looking for? On their account?
This says receive weekly updates, communications within the game. I don't know. Be a little bit more specific, Atomic Robot.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, we have the newsletters and we have the inbox tools that we send a lot of the data through there.
Do you want more information in those weekly? Like you want a weekly update of what's happening in the game, or just something fun like a newsletter, or what? This week in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, war!
Sorry, I don't know. I don't quite understand that question.
It's a little general.
What they're getting at.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
Possibly. We'll go on the list of integrity. Obito says I skipped him. I don't see your question there, Obito. Did you put the word question for your actual question statement, you psychopath? No, I did your question earlier.
He did, but
you didn't put the word question.
It's combined, space between question and
no, that's why it's not putting it up there. All right, Obito, okay, hold on. Okay, Obito says question. So basically, you can't dispel the taunt unless they had a buff, immunity, or shock before they were dispelled. Correct? I assume it works like Old Ben or Boss taunt Zeta, based off my understanding. Is he correct or incorrect on that?
I don't know exactly. I think I don't think it quite works like Boss, but I think that's close. I couldn't speak to that though, unfortunately. I need to talk to the designer.
Kim Pachi says, are Kim and Watt shards moving to get 2 anytime soon? If so, when? Well, you can't say that. Good Lord. Some of these questions, guys, got to be realistic. You're not going to get this information, man. Come on.
I know you want to know all the scoops here, guys,
but we're not doing that here. So, like Eduardo, when will the next GL be released? Here, I'll answer this one for you, Chrome. Between now and 2027.
Could be sooner, could be later.
You never know. Jeremy Mushroom, question. Would an auto battle option would an auto battle option be if you have 3-star, be a good assault battles event? Save us some time, perhaps? No.
I think people want simming on some of the assault battles and stuff like that. I think is the thing that they're looking for mostly. Yeah, and to that point, I think we always look at which events we want to be able to be simming. I think the assault battles ones that people have been asking for a lot recently. I've definitely brought that up to the team. We're always thinking about how much time the game takes on a daily basis for folks. We don't want it to be something that's takes up your entire day to be competitive, but also we want to make sure there's stuff to do. So it's a balance between that stuff. And so, as more things get added, sometimes we make things faster and faster so you can play the new stuff like Conquest and things like that. So it's a balancing act.
What else in 3 question? Would you confirm GL Lord Vaders for 3 Scooby snacks? Oh, I'm sorry. What else in 3? We were looking for 5 Scooby snacks. We didn't have the correct amount, so we can't answer that question.
Yeah, next time, Gadget.
Yeah, sorry. Next time, Gadget.
Next time.
God damn it. I got that shit in my head. P. Dallas, last question. Can we get Jar Jar? Please, God, no. Crumb, can I beg you not to please bring him in the game?
Over Top Hat's dead body, I'll say that.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I knew the reason why I used the Lord Vader voice when I did him. Well.
Yeah, Top Hat is vehemently against that character. But hey, you never know. One day we may release him. I'll never say never.
Oh God!
But it's got to be the Sith Jar Jar, right? Or at least like the regular Jar Jar leads up to the Galactic Legend Jar Jar, right?
Yeah.
That'd be awful.
Oh, little Eddie! Oh, well, time for me to get my lightsaber. All right, that's all the time we have for Crumb. I know there's more questions, but that's all the time we have. You can see Crumb tomorrow night on whenever we're going to. I think it's Cubs channel. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The thing that we're doing, I don't know.
The thing of where we're going and stuff, and then he'll be back with us Saturday during the Jedi Academy. So that'll be a lot of fun. Remind, I gotta give you a tag for the Jedi Academy.
Wait, I have one more question.
All right, quickly, man.
What you got, Chief?
How are we looking with 3v3 TW?
I knew he was gonna do that.
With territory wars is something we don't want to mess with too much because it's such an established thing. I think we talked about this last time or the time before.
Yeah,
someone asked this question, being like, "Hey, 3v3 TW." I mean, it's something we'll keep doing with GAC. I think I know it's divisive, but there'll definitely be people like it. Some people like 3v3, some people like 5v5, some people like both. And so we'll definitely keep experimenting with that in GAC. I think territory wars is going to stay the same for a long time though.
All right. Crumb, just as a heads up, I gave you the access to the Jedi Academy in the RSG Discord, just so you can keep track of everything that's going on, so I don't have to keep sending you like updates and everything, so you can see.
Got it. Great. Thank you so much.
I thought of that right now. I'm like, well, let me do that, and then that way for Saturday, all the information will be in there. You can just jump in, and if you need anything, I'll message you. So, all right, let's get some crumbs in the chat. Come on, you want to pray to Crumb? Get some crumbs in the chat to say thank you for him being here, and for at least answering some of the questions. We very much appreciate it, Crumb. Thank you for everything you're doing for Minnie, and I'll see you tomorrow night, my friend, and I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, thanks for having me, folks. Much appreciated to be on the stream. Love being here. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys on the streams to help out Minnie here, man. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. All right, salute to Crumb.
Yeah, Crumb. Thanks, man.
See you later, Loki. See you later, Thane.
All right, so that was the wonderful Salacious B. Crumb. Very much appreciated him just spending some time. Hey, guys. Hey, when's the next Galactic Legend coming out? Like he's going to tell you. Some of these questions, man. You guys are being cheeky tonight.
Soon.
Yes, soon, TM. Oh, my God. It's over the top. All right, keep your other questions coming in. Let's see here. Okay. So we're on that. All right. So let's go over the news. Now that we got Crumb to come in for a little bit, let's cover this update that was on today from the wonderful Salacious B. Crumb. God dang, we are almost at $6,900 raised. I just checked the Tiltify. I'm like, wow. You guys are blowing it out of the water. I can't say thank you guys enough for this. So, man, unbelievable, guys. Almost 6,900. Just keep it going, man. I was kind of joking. If we break, we raise 50,000. I don't care. Let's keep going until we get raised as much money as possible, man. All right. So, Crumb says, hi, High Table Heroes. Today's update adds the third group of Jedi Master coding requirements to the Journey Guide, along with a couple of Conquest fixes. First of all, news, Commander Ahsoka shards. We mentioned this with Crumbs when he was on. The cost of Commander Ahsoka shards in the Conquest that began on May 20th was incorrect and resulted in 5 fewer obtainable shards than intended. To account for this error, all participants in the impacted Conquest, both normal and hard, are herein awarded 5 Commander Ahsoka shards to help them on their journey. I got mine. Did you get yours, Loki?
The extra 5?
Yeah.
I did.
I did too. Did you get yours, Thane?
My what?
Okay, moving on. Are you even like here, man?
I'm here.
Are you?
Yeah.
So what did I just ask?
You asked if I got mine too.
So why didn't you? Why can't you just answer, man?
Because I didn't know what that was that you were referring to.
I just read it.
I just heard the last part.
You know. Okay. Did you get your Ahsoka shards? Yes or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. Jedi Master Kenobi requirements. They're finally in here. We got Cad Bane, Cody, Django, Shock T, Grandmaster Yoda. We've talked ad nauseum about the Kenobi requirements. We'll get into it a little bit now. I know I've talked ad nauseum about it the day it came out. I think you're here. We haven't got your thoughts. I thought that me and Loki both thought they were both fair, balanced. I think everything about the Kenobi requirements is really cool. Well, I mean, what are your thoughts on the last 5 requirements? We didn't get your thoughts on this.
No, they're good. I knew Master Yoda was going to be required. Well, I didn't know, but I figured he would be required. I was surprised that he was required at Relic 8. Makes sense though. Django is it Django and Cad Bane?
Yeah,
Those definitely just came out of nowhere. Like
we didn't see. No one thought of it, and we should have. We're shameful.
I could see Cad Bane, Django. I'm still going like really, but okay. Well,
the episode 2, the big fights that they had. Remember the story arc? And I was like, damn it, I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
They beat the crap out of each other. Did they ever beat the crap out of each other?
Yeah. So that's yeah. I mean, it's great. I mean, considering that Crumb said that he's gonna be in line with the other GLs, and it just kind of makes sense that they just kind of want to get him out there to the masses. So.
Sure.
It scares me seeing how good his kid is. It scares me to see how good Anakin's gonna be, man. That's
we assume it's gonna be Anakin, right? That's our guess, right?
Yeah, they kind of hinted that he's gonna be part of this event. So
yeah. Okay. So next one we got the Shard Shuffle. Echo Bad Batch is now available in Chromium packs and shipments. Hunter Bad Batch shards are now farmable from Light Side 5B, so he's the first Bad Batch to go farmable. This replaces the Lobot shards, which can still be farmed in Light Side 4B. It's happening, guys. We're getting the Bad Batch, so we got Echo, who can now finally be farmed out of Chromium, which I will be doing, and the shard stuff. Not Chromium, I'll get him out of the shard store. But now Hunter can be farmable. I already got him 7 stars, but I'm telling you guys, you're going to need to farm Bad Batch. I'm just throwing it out there. You might need them for the next GL. And they're really, really good. Look, how many holds did you have with your Bad Batch team this last GAC? 6?
6.
Good God.
It's
good.
People don't know how to fight him yet. That's all it is.
Sure.
So, got lucky.
Yeah. Echo's going to make it easier to beat him too. Oh boy. Okay, then there's a bunch of fixes, and then that's the updates. Now, there are a buttload of packs that came in. If you didn't see it, I saw them in game. They had one for Kenobi. They had one for Grievous. They had one for Watt. I think they're $19.99. I just took a quick glance at them. I don't know if
they got the relic material and crack pack.
Yep.
That's the best.
Yep. So those are all in there. Now, if you've been living under a rock, and I'm sure some of you have, because I don't know why you don't know this, but hold on, let me pull it up here. We got General Master Kenobi finally. You can go in the forums, you can look at his kit reveal. I did a stream yesterday, we went in depth on his kit reveal. However, I want to talk to Loki and Thane about this. His kit looks ridiculous. I mean, I'm blown away by this. Loki, Thane, thoughts?
I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you agree with me? What do you like about it?
The same reasons you like them.
Okay. Thane, any thoughts on Kenobi?
Wait.
I was very surprised that he was an attacker, but it makes sense. They do definitely, the faction needed somebody that hit hard. I'm wishing that Ahsoka Tano was at least a Jedi now, because it kind of messes up Cam's unique, you know. So it's like, you know, they keep talking about how like, oh, once Ahsoka Tano's gonna be there, like, you know, the team's gonna really shine. But it's like, yeah, but Cam, his you know, his unique is so good, and it's just unutilized. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting what team we come up with. Like, do we go GR with it? Do we go Jedi with it? You know, I mean, because he's got both. He's got synergy with both Galactic Republic, and he's got synergy with Jedi. That gives a ton of possibilities for both teams. Because I was thinking, let's say you don't make him the leader, you go put him under a Padme, and he gets all those stacks of courage with everything else he's doing. Oh my God, that's gross. I just But I think you need him to be in the leadership spots to get his ultimate. Or I think maybe there's so much to this kit that we got to do. But I mean, just looking over his kit, I mean,
it definitely gets to the ultimate faster if he's the leader. But maybe if you don't have his ultimate, maybe use him under Padme lead until you get the ultimate.
Yeah.
That would be a way to play it. But I mean, I would even probably throw a Padme behind him. I mean, you just never know how it's going to work. But his kit's like incredibly stupid. It's ridiculous when you read it all. How much healing and protection up and undispellable protection up for 5 turns and all this stuff. But we'll see how it plays out. You know, it's very he's kind of like a mix between Rey and Kylo a little bit, where his ultimate I'm gonna predict that the AI probably spams his ultimate
at 50% instead of 100.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
kind of like what they do,
on,
like
how
what
SLKR works,
yeah.
right? Like spams his ultimate as much as he can. But you know, every time he spams his ultimate, then you know it's healing, it's protection up, it's all that stuff, and then he's going to be gaining a bunch of charging as well, right? He's going to get his ultimate charge. You know, he doesn't have an ultimate stance, but I mean, it's a big heal, lot of buffs, and then just a lot of healing. He's got damage immunity for Galactic Republic only,
sure.
Which is a little fair. It's more fair than Rey. I think Rey still has the most broken damage immunity in the game.
Yeah.
Where she gives it to all light side allies during, you know, when they fall below, you know, yellow health, and then also during ultimate stance. So I don't foresee them releasing anything like that anymore, but this sounds it sounds good enough. You know, it doesn't sound OP, but all the protection up, I think, is going to be a problem. For most teams, especially non-Galactic Legend counters. I'd be curious to see what, you know, with all this attacking out of turn, the one thing that comes to mind is just maybe Trey is going to be the one to counter him, you know,
possibly
with all the attacking out of turn, you know. Who knows?
Jawas.
Too much protection, man.
I know.
I don't know. It's just weird. Do you love me some Jawas, man? I'll tell you that.
I know. Okay, so I mean, Kenobi's kid it's here. The character's coming out next week. All 3 of us, I'm assuming. I know Loki's getting them. I'm getting them things. You're getting Kenobi, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I'll get them.
Come on, I know you're getting them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I won't probably have done is the ultimate, but I'll have him unlocked and all that other good stuff, and so we'll get him squared away.
Did they release his gear yet and all that on GG? Or
I didn't. Last time I checked, I hadn't seen it because he hasn't been released.
Okay. We have to wait until he's in game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, unfortunately, not yet.
Yeah, we'll definitely. I mean, I'll be prepared to stream next week.
Same.
If it gets released on the 16th, then
I'll be up. Me and Kate are already prepared. We'll be up at 3:00 in the morning, drinking coffee as Loki is just getting ready to go to sleepy time.
They don't release them in the middle of the night anymore, do they?
Maybe it'll be in
Only
the day.
in the morning,
16th, so I mean, it could be like noon, right, on the 16th.
Yeah, they don't really release them
whatever it is.
Whenever it is, we will be ready to rock and roll and get that bad boy done. So.
Yeah, we'll try to unlock them and get the ultimate before the Wednesday night stream. How about that?
Well, Loki will. I will not be quite as close to that. I'll maybe get him unlocked.
A little harder.
I know it is.
Google Play Point harder, man.
I know, right? I'm about to put them all in there. Don't worry. Right before the event, like Google Points, give me all the energies. Okay. So that's
dude. I got like after I redeemed like a bunch of my points, I have like 600 stun guns. It's great.
I know, right?
Yes,
those Google Play points, man. If you can get them, if you have Google, man,
yes.
They're nice.
And I got like 600 shower drains too that I converted to relic stuff.
Oh, there you go.
So that was good.
So nice. All right.
Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you guys: did Crumb mention, or did we ask Crumb if so Ahsoka? I mean, obviously he was talking big on the synergy with Kat.
Yeah.
And but part of Kenobi's kit is he nerfs turn meter manipulation. But is the turn meter swap considered turn meter manipulation? Because that's a big part of her kit. And if he nerfs that, then you basically lost half her kit, in my opinion.
Wait, where does it say that?
It's one of Jedi Master Kenobi's abilities.
Which one?
It says that allies and enemies, it basically nerfs turn meter manipulation on both sides. So like it nerfs troopers, right? So the troopers don't try to cheese you. but it's for both sides. It says enemies and allies are not affected by turn meter manipulation. So I guess my question to you guys is turn meter swap a turn meter manipulation?
I don't know.
Because that's a big part of Cat's kit.
You know, we'll have to find out. I don't know.
It is considered turn meter manipulation, but
I don't know.
I want to see the verbiage though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so on the leader on Harmonious Will. So it's only when he's the leader. Enemies and allies are immune to turn meter manipulation. Excludes raid bosses. It's at the very bottom. So it's Jedi allies. Armor penetration is doubled when targeting Sith enemy. Enemies and allies are immune to turn meter manipulation. Yeah. So if that's the case, you know, that's big. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that makes, not only does that make Cat a little bit less useful, it also makes GMY a little bit less useful too.
Correct. But again, that's only if Kenobi's in the leader spot. So if you run him outside the leader spot.
Right, but people are already talking about Padme as well, and Padme does that to its own team as well. So Padme's leadership will have the same effect on it.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah, so that's a big.
What to find
that's
out.
a double-edged sword right there.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
Absolutely, because this would potentially stop, like you talked about, Imperial Troopers, and it probably also stops First Order from getting through it as easily.
Yeah, Van Seal in chat though, he brings up a good point that manipulation is just gaining or losing. It's not a swap.
Right.
So we'll see how that works. I mean, I don't know if there's anything in the game right now. Like, I mean, you can't test this with like Thrawn or something, right? I mean, we really have to wait for.
We're gonna have to wait till we get our grubby paws on
this thing to come out. But I'm
hoping
you
can test it out with
Thrawn.
If you put Padme, like a Padme team, and you try to turn me to swap with one of the other Galactic Republic, that should answer that question.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll find out for sure. All right. There's one more bit of news, just that audio issues after today's updates. From Doja Fett says, we're aware of an audio issue that does not allow music from external apps to be played when the game is launched. For now, some devices can work around this if the player presses the play pause button on a pair of headphones with such capabilities. We apologize for the inconvenience, and we're working on implementing a fix for this issue to be included in the next update. So, audio issue, it's known about. They're working on it. Now, for Kenobi's kit, you can go check the insights on his kit, and you can look at the kit itself. I said we're all going to be going for him, so we'll see how it all plays out in the end. But I think his kit's pretty OP. It really is, man. So I'm excited. So, all right, let's get to some more questions because you guys have them going on the chat. Keep hitting that thumbs up, keep subscribing, all that other good fun stuff. And there we go. Again, Tiltify, where we're at, $6,871.71.
Wow,
you guys are killing it. So we're almost close to 6,900. That's unbelievable. Here, I'll put our cameras down here because, holy moly. Let's just leave that up there for a little bit. All right, let me get to the questions again. Because we went through all the ones for Crumb, so let me go back through here.
Where are we going? We're going to questions now?
Yeah, we're going to questions.
Look, I just tested it, and yeah, so Thrawn still works under Padme. So yeah, Ahsoka will still work, but GMY will definitely not.
Okay. Hey, we'll make sure. All right.
Hey, one thing before we go to questions. So is everybody convinced that it's going to be Mustafar Anakin?
Yes, that, I'm convinced.
Is the next GL?
They mentioned that this event's going to take Kenobi up to Mustafar. So that would be the biggest tease if we don't get Anakin at this point.
I had an idea, man. Wouldn't it be sick if Anakin comes out as a GL, but you can change him from Jedi to Sith with his ultimate? Like, wouldn't that be pretty crazy? So like you can continue using him as a Jedi if you want, or you hit the ultimate and then he becomes Lord Vader.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I thought about that in the past, where like if he's with all the clones, he turns them into like Empire clone troopers.
Yeah, I'll get the red look to him. Oh God.
Yeah.
Become the honor guard.
Because if Jedi Master Kenobi now is the first double tag Galactic Legend, he's Jedi and Galactic Republic. Do you think Anakin's going to be like Sith and Empire, or
I
could
hope
he
he
be
is.
Jedi and Sith? I mean, could he be
I don't know.
Jedi Sith Empire? I mean, that'd
I'm
be a
hoping he's Sith
ridiculous
Empire.
character. Sith Empire.
That's what I'm hoping, man. Can you imagine putting Kiet and Gideon under freaking Vader at that point?
Oh God. High ground. Wait, you have Dark Trooper. Shit.
Put Malik on there. Jesus.
Oh my God. Vincel, question you don't have to ask on stream, but can you make sure Chrome gets my last quality life question? Yeah, I will. I will definitely do that for you, Vincel. Bustle says, question, what is your estimate on the quarterly earnings for CG and EA? And what size handcuffs will the police need to use if you ask questions like this? Oh, I don't know, Bustle. I mean, well, we know they're a $1 billion company. I mean, that's publicly known, but I don't know what their quarterly stuff is. I don't know if they're publicly traded or how that works, or if they're privately, I don't know. They make money, obviously. Ray Rock, is Thane becoming the new Grande? Buzzsaw, is Thane trying to replace Grande?
No.
What else? 3 question for GL.
Thane is replacing Finn and Grande. How
Yes,
about
there you go. It's a double swap. It's a 2-for-1 trade. What else? 3 question for GL Vader when he comes. Who do you think the other Relic 8 will be along with Padme?
Himself. Guess.
Yep.
all the Anakins have to be all the Anakins have to be Relic 8.
All have to be Relic 8. Mr. Bone, question, which Google Play pack is better for energy?
The smaller
Small.
one.
Say that
If
again?
you need Cantina, get the large one if you need Cantina, but you'll net more yellow energy with the small pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travis Anderson, question, as I'm 50-80 on Cam and no one will have Cat right away, what other 4 should I run under him, as I'll have him as soon as he's available?
That's
Gas.
$1 question, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at you're not gonna have Cam, but I would think they had Kenobi on there. They had was it Grandmaster Yoda? Those are 2 right there. Hell, you may run them under GR until then, right? Just run them under a Padme team. I don't know. We'll have to play around with it until we get those characters that we can actually, like the cat character, Commander Ahsoka Tano, and everything else. So we won't really know the full potential until we get everything. So that's a really good question.
The problem with running Padme lead, because now that Loki brought this up, it doesn't make sense to run Padme lead, because his leadership stops the other team's Terminator manipulation. So that in and of itself is huge.
Well, I was just thinking it'd be fun to get those stacks of courage and let Kenobi go bananas.
Yeah, but it's like Loki always
I
says.
know. I was thinking I was having fun, man.
Yeah, no, it's just that, the Padme is designed to go slow, right? It's designed to be like a team, like to build up and then attack. But Kenobi's kit kind of acts differently. It's more so like, he wants to get the advantage and, get off quickly. So, yeah, while it makes sense, why people would want to use Padme, I honestly, just because of that, negation of Terminator manipulation, I think that you got to go Kenobi lead.
All right,
even if you don't have the ultimate.
Obito, 4th Okage, do you see my message? He said... Padme's sneak wording is that allies can't gain or lose turn meter. If they did the same thing, they would use the same wording, or they would at least update her unique wording. That's what your rival Obito Uchiha said, 4th Okage.
Well, that's...
he just Mangekyo Sharingan's your ass.
That's fine. I mean, we always talk about how CG doesn't have the best wording out there, so...
This is also
we'll
true.
Have
we have had that happen in the past as well, so... Good observation. All right. Did I miss any other questions? LC question: would CG ever release made-up characters like Kestrel and MSF? I mean, technically, all the Legends characters don't exist, so But I don't know if they just put one from scratch. I mean, actually they did with GVA, right? Geonosian Brood Alpha is not a real character. They just took a Geonosians and kind of did a bunch of... They pulled stuff from some other characteristics and created that character. I'm sure they can do it again. All right, let me see if there's any other questions. We did a buttload with Chrome already. So, all right, we'll go for a few more minutes here. If you guys have questions, pop them in there. Nathan, we need the Geonosian Queen. Sure. 69. We are at 6,900. We did it, guys. 6,900.
Wow.
6,907 and 71 cents. $6,907.71. You guys are goddamn legends. Dilly dilly to you, Nathan H. God, you guys are just ridiculous. I mean, this is unbelievable, this community, man. I said best gaming community out there. What you guys do for charity and what you guys do when you guys decide to come together. Unbelievable. I am blown away all the time by your guys' kindness and compassion and your thoughtfulness, your selflessness. So it's very much appreciated. We've set a new goal, 10,000. I'm not going to be surprised by tomorrow night if I look at this Loki. It'll be over 10,000. I want to set a new goal, which I am more than willing to accept. I don't have any problem with that. I don't think anybody here has a problem with that. So keep spreading the word. Remember, guys, since we're waiting for some more questions, you thought the goal was 69,420. Well, if we can get there, Dark Jar Jar, by all means, we will try to get $69,000. But, we'll see what happens. But again, if you want to show your support for Minnie, we've already told the story countless times. You can read the forum post and you can check that out. If you'd like to donate, there's the Tiltify link is it's been in the chat. I'll put it in there one more time for you guys. We have the Jedi Academy coming up. The link is in there for the Tiltify as well. Per the family's wishes, we're doing St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So if you'd like to support that, you can. The other way is you can just change your name to put Minnie in front of your name. I've done it. Loki done it. We've put Minnie in front of our name, and tons of people in the community have as well. So there's a lot of good stuff that we're doing. I know Paul and them for Skate Podcasts are cutting together the videos for Minnie that all the content creators and CG put together. I know like Chrome Dojo, some others did it, content creators. So that's going to be going out to the family. I've seen what I got screenshots of some of the stuff CG did. There's even more, but that just seeing all the characters that they gave them and crystals, it was like, wow, unbelievable. So much kindness and love pouring out, and that's all due to you, awesome and amazing people. Travis Anderson question: the ship arena is stale. Yes, I agree. Any chance next meta ship is a Hondo capital ship? I only mentioned it because my XB will be a B soon with my RC. Yeah, I mean, we are relicking. I'd like to see it, but I don't know. They said ship more content. That's all I know. I'm hoping we get a shipload of content coming. So we'll see, Travis Anderson. That'd be nice if we could get that. Mr. Bone question: are you allowed to share the pics of what CG sent to Minnie? No, not yet. That was just what it was sent to me. But I did want to give some props to that because I just was like, that's amazing. So there's a lot of stuff in the background, guys, that we're not going to talk about. We're not going to mention. So once we do get the clearance to say something, we will. But I did want to say something because CG's doing all this stuff. I want them to get some credit for what they are doing. And I figured that one was okay because it's just, them sending him character shards and crystals and all this other stuff. I thought that was just unbelievably kind. It was asked, can we send him General Master Kenobi? That was the first thing. I think I thought about it. Cuz mentioned on the stream, since he did it, registered back in my head because I was already talking to Crum, and I immediately asked if we could do that. So we'll see if that's a possibility. So, all right. If you have any other questions, get them in. Me and Loki will be here for a little bit more, and then we'll answer your questions. Again, thank you guys for all the kindness for the Tiltify campaign. Tomorrow I'll be on a stream with Cubs at 7 p.m. I'm assuming it's going to be on his channel. It just says help raise money. Saturday, we'll have the extended Jedi Academy, where we'll be raising money on that as well. So there's a lot of good stuff coming down the pipe. So if you have any more questions or anything like that, get them in there. Ewok Glider is a ship. Technically, you're not wrong, but most ineffective ship ever. Ewok Gliders in space. All right. Last call for questions, and we'll start wrapping it up. Short, a little bit shorter stream, but I mean, it was intense because we had Crumb on immediately, and you guys had like a jillion question. Darth Jar Jar question: how much are you all looking forward to General Master Kenobi in 3v3 GAC? I don't see. We'll get him. How far will we be in GAC with this one? Let's see.
Well, we got 18 days left.
Yeah, we might. You might see some, right?
You're gonna see them, man.
Yeah. Probably, maybe not lower
I'm
divisions, but maybe Division 2, 1, possibly Division 3, but I'm thinking 2 you'll see it because I'm going to be getting them. I know, Loki, you'll definitely have them for Division 1.
I will use Jedi Master Kenobi and Cam and GK. That's going to be my first team I put on defense. And we'll see what happens.
And we just got over $7,000 now. We're at Tiltified Loki. $7,027.71.
Utterly amazing.
Wow.
The community, man. Little things like changing your name and then donating, and in such a short amount of time too. It's just amazing. CG doing their thing, and Lucasfilm hearing about it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucas. Oh, we didn't even mention that. Lucas is sending him some stuff, right? A care package.
Yep.
So LucasArts is sending something to Minnie. It's just unbelievable. Gamer Ape 1999. What's going on, man? This is I haven't seen you in a while. This is I'm about to go for my first GL. I was closest to GL Luke. Now much closer to GL Kenobi, but don't have any sources of Relicate materials. I'd say go ahead and finish your Luke, and then you're pretty close on Kenobi. Build up your Relicate, and then go get. If you're not going to spend, I don't know if you spend money, that'd be your only possible way, gamer, if you don't have any way to do it. If not, then go get Luke. Then you got everything else ready to go. Then go get Kenobi. Save up what you can from Conquest and stuff for your Relic 8. CBN 97 question: will we see the GL Kenobi and GL Vader lightsaber swing dance match during the event? God, I hope so. They said that we were supposed to have the battle on Mustafar, so I can't wait to see it. Any other questions? Gamer 8 question. Do I go for Kenobi and then push hard for the red box, or continue to go for Luke? Well, you should be pushing for the red box in material anyway. Whether you're going for whatever GL or what you're working on, just because you want to get the max loot that you can. 1 for the cat shards, 2, we're still working on Razor Crest and the relic pieces and gear that you get out of that. And don't slouch on the slice material you get from those higher loot boxes, especially doing the hard nodes that you can use for slicing your mods. We always talk about mods, so it's pretty important. So you should be doing that anyway. It's going to be your call, Gamer Ape. I mean, if you're right there for Jedi Master Luke and you think you can get the Relegate, go get Kenobi, then go get Luke. If you think it's a little bit out of touch and you'd rather get one GL and then get ready for the next one, then go do Luke. There's really no wrong answer on this one. Just what logically you think you can get accomplished, right? I don't know if you spend or not, so I'll let you make that call, but yeah. Wayne Griffey Jr. question: what is a tenacity mod? It is not a potency mod. I think we can all agree on that. Loki, are you with me on that? It is not a potency mod.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tenacity mod.
Yeah. What is a tenacity mod?
It's got a fist.
Yeah, it's got a fist. It's green. Looks like the Incredible Hulk. I mean, ideally, you want a tenacity mod that's got decent speed, and I always look at with the speed secondary, not my highest priority when I look at tenacity, but if I can get one, sure, great. But tenacity secondary, and I'm looking for usually defensive stats. I mainly look for health and protection on it. If we're not being cheeky. Travis Anderson says, "You guys rock. That is all." Well, thank you for that. Great Gamer Ape says, "Thank you. You're welcome." And Travis agrees, says, "It really just depends on how close you're on either." Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things, like I always say, stay on target. Sometimes something happens, but if you're already working to 1GL and you're right there, assess the situation. How close are you to the other one? Does it make sense to get it? You mentioned Relic 8. If you think you can get the Relic 8, then go for it. If you don't think you can, stay on target. So, Elsie says, great interview with Crumb. Great job, guys. Awesome job, guys. Thank you for that, Elsie. We love having Crumb on. He's been a big fan of ours, and we're a huge fan of his. And he's been on many times, and he's, whenever we do charity stuff, he's always available. He's unbelievable. What's that one
Absolutely.
game? What's the one game with the horse? Something horse that he kicks the shit out of everybody on. I just love
Oh,
watching.
yeah. Shoot.
I can't remember the name of it. Robot Chicken Horse or Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yeah.
Something like that, and just kicks the shit out of everybody that's fighting him. And I just sit there and crack up because you watch McVenom and Finn trying to do stuff and they just die constantly. And he's just like, doop, 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 doop. I get the most points. Although I got to say, Stanley gave him a good run last time and actually beat him once. Crazy Horse, something like that. Ultimate Chicken Horse. Yeah, Ultimate Chicken Horse. I got it right. It came to me naturally. Travis Anderson, it says it's cool that Crumb is aware of the Minnie situation as well. Yeah, I immediately reached out to him when it happened. As soon as, so it's kind of been a cascade of events. Limp Richard says, why am I always called a troll? Well, I don't call you that, Richard. I've never called you a troll. So there you go. See, someone's not calling you a troll. No, but this is the fact that I can communicate with Crumb. As soon as I got that word on the lunch stream, it just says cascade into all this stuff. I mean, last 48 hours have been crazy. I've gotten hardly any sleep, but it's worth it because, not me. Okay. Yeah. Didn't want to be grouped in with everybody else there, Mr. Richard. But yeah, I reached out to him immediately and he took immediate action. You know, and that's just the great thing about Crumb. That's just what he does. He's a good dude. Really good, genuine dude. So I'm going to read this out to you, Loki. This is funny. Limbridge says, why am I always called a troll? Not you. And then Mr. Bone says it could be your name, LOL. Says Mr. Bone. That's not a trolly name, Mr. Bone. Well done, sir. Well done. Well done indeed. All right, last call for questions, then we're going to start wrapping it up. Amazing night. Had a great guest. So, yes. Good. So if there's anything else you guys want to ask us, feel free. Tomorrow night we'll do our GAC. Oh, look, are you leaving town tomorrow night or Friday night?
Tomorrow.
Like I said, you're not doing your GAC tomorrow then?
No, I'm not going to be doing. I got to pre-record it somehow, but yeah, I won't be doing GAC for the rest of the battles.
Well, I was thinking when we can do mine, but we'll knock it out. So,
I mean, I plan to jump on. I mean, if I'll
sure,
try to jump on during your stream, but yeah, I won't be streaming at all from home.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let you guys are doing a great job. Subscribe if you haven't already. Go get ready for the big stream on Saturday. I should be on Cub's channel tomorrow doing 7 p.m. Eastern doing the charity stuff. So we'll do that. Me and Crumb are going over there. I'll give you more information when I get it. Iala Selena says, I'm in Chile. How do I donate for Minnie? I've linked the Tiltify. So if you guys want to know where you can find the Tiltify information, so it's on the forums. If you go to the forums under general, you'll see this says, I'll pull it up right now. If you go to general discussion, you go under general, you'll see an update on Minnie and what is being done. You can find the Tiltify link there. First post is from me with all the information about the stream. You can see that the link for the Tiltify is right here. And it'll pull it up. I'm going to put it in the game. for in the chat real quick. So if you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to. So let me copy it real quick, and I'll pop that in the chat. So if you guys want to do that, you can. So there you go. There's the Tiltify link, but you can find it on the forums, and you can send people to the forums, and you can share that Tiltify with everybody. And keep encourage people if they want to change their name to Minnie and show their support. Please feel free. It all matters, so every little bit helps. You're more than welcome, Mr. Salinas. CBO, my man, what's going on, brother? Just thank you for all you guys do. Keep us updated on the mini stuff. Absolutely, we absolutely will keep you updated on that. Trust me, we will definitely be doing that. So with that, we're gonna wrap this one up. So on behalf of myself, Sir Loki, the GAC Whisperer, the whole RSG family, thank you guys for being here tonight. Hope you had fun, and we will see you guys soon. Peace out.